bang, bang, bang.
In a world of sequels, remakes, remasters, and just prequels, whatever you can do to just reuse the same IP over and over again, there's something new in the world of gaming. Thank God for Battleborn. This is Battleborn, a first-person MOBA from Gearbox, the developers of Borderlands, a cooperative game that is quite hilarious. Now they've come up with a competitive game that is actually unique and surprising from them. It's surprising because they make such competitive games. Now this is just a friendship wrecking game, something where you can just, destroy other players and get angry and throw your controller. Where Borderlands wanted to make me put down my controller for a moment to wipe the tears from my face from such laughter. This game has brought me similar laughter, but I don't think it will ever replicate what Borderlands brought. Sadly, before I get into any of the positives, I'd like to talk about the negative that I foresee in the game's launch, which is it has a $60 purchase price, and it ships with 25 characters, 3 game modes with a couple maps for each game mode, and a campaign. Now outside of that, what's going to happen when new characters release after the launch, which we know is going to happen? Will those characters be sold with the DLC packs or sold separately? Now the game is going to become very stale if they sell them separately outside of the DLC packs. What I'm hoping for is that we will get them for free, but that probably will not happen. If they sell them outside the DLC packs, I fear that they will be overpriced and nobody's going to want to pay for them. Like a game Smite, if you pay $30, you get all the characters forever. Old ones, new ones, doesn't matter. Now, this game has a $60 purchase price. That's a full price game. I don't know if this game deserves that yet or not. The gameplay seems pretty solid, but it only has 25 characters to ship. And Paragon, a free-to-play, will have 38, this worries me. This game seems very fun, but I don't want to have to pull out my wallet every time they release a new character outside of the DLC packs. It would just be very frustrating, and that's not something I want to see this game do. It will crash and burn if it does, and it will really turn a lot of players off. Now, with the characters in the game, I find them very unique, so I hope they keep that up, and, I guess it's time to get into the positives. Now that we're done with the depression and filth and disgustingness of negative stuff, let's talk about the positives, which is gunplay. Gunplay is very nice. I really enjoyed using melee and ranged characters. It felt very fluent, and the way they did abilities is very nice. And leveling, each time you level up, this helix pulls up that you can choose one on the left or right, or middle, depending on how much you've played the character, to change up an ability to make it a little more unique. It's like morphing from Elder Scrolls Online, but it's a very nice system for a MOBA, and I actually really like it. The split screen does look a little funky at first glance, but after you get play for a little while and get used to it, it actually is a very nice way to do split screen because there's so many HUD elements in this game. You don't want them all on 2 separate screens because a map on each screen would just take up a huge corner, and you wouldn't want that. Now, compressing these screens allows you to see a lot more, keeps your vision a lot more clear than keeping it spread out and having this HUD all clunky, and it would just be a mess. So I really like what they did. I know it looks ugly at first glance, but after getting used to it, I really enjoyed what they did with the split screen. In terms of uniqueness, every character feels absolutely unique. You can't say one is like the other or similar. They just have completely unique abilities. They do different things, and I really like that. So every match will feel just, different. And I think that's great for a game like this. I was really worried at first stepping into this beta, thinking that the PvP was going to feel like absolute trash. And, after a while playing it, I actually really enjoyed it. It scared me because Gearbox has never done something like this before, but it was just really a great experience, and I was surprised that they actually pulled something like this off. And the gameplay is just really, really solid, and I got on with a couple friends, and we just played match after match after match. Even though we lost 3 times in a row, we just couldn't put our controllers down. It was so much fun. The PvE on a PvP focused game was actually really fun. The bosses were really surprisingly complicated. I was just absolutely astounded by how complicated, the bosses were. They had different attacks and things, and they had different things you had to kill, and you had people focusing on different things. There was a lot of teamwork involved in defeating the bosses, and I just thought that was a really pleasant surprise from a game that is so focused on PvP. Thank you for tuning in to my Battleborn First Impressions. Don't forget to subscribe for more random games. And this is Red 24/7 signing off.